this works. Do we need to switch on or?
I will.
Okay.
Switch off now?
It is. No, I think switched off.
What is your name?
Shyam Kumar Dasa.
Shyam Kumar.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So, Hare Krishna, all the devotees. So, thank you so much for collecting together, coming together for Srimad Bhagavatam class today. It's a very auspicious day. It's a Magh is the month, and it's the Purnima today. It's a Purnima, it's a full moon. So, after what we have seen in Bhaini Ekadashi, we had the Lord Nityanand appearance day, the Nityanand Triyodashi. So back to back, we have very, very auspicious days coming up. So today is the Purnima, the full moon of Magh month, and also it's a wonderful appearance day of Srila Narottam Das Thakur. I also came to know lately about it, but it's nice. It's very, very auspicious time, as well as the contribution of Srila Narottam Das Thakur is amazing in our Sampradaya. So we will also shortly discuss about that after our Bhagavatam verse today, what Mataji is writing. Meanwhile, we will start with our prayers, Jai Radha Madhava, and then we will continue further from there. Is that okay? Hari Bol. Thank you. Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya 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 Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Gopi Vallabha Jaya Girvaradhari Jaya Girvaradhari Yashodanandan Vraj Jan Ranjan Yashodanandan Vraj Jan Ranjan Yashodanandan Vraj Jan Ranjan Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी राधा माधवा जय जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्री श्री कुंज बिहारी जी की श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की श्री श्री गौर निताय की श्रीला प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय सो टुडे we will be reading from canto number 4 of Bhagavatam. My question is that everybody understands English comfortable, or I think this translating machine is also there for Prabhuji, yeah? So it's good. Pasiva Prabhu. Good. So so I will be speaking in English, and if I'm too fast or too slow, please let me know. Just till the time Mataji is writing, Mataji, you take your time to write, and no worries, Mataji, take your time. And we will discuss a little bit summary about it, about this particular incident or this situation which is happening in canto number 4 at the moment. So it's canto number 4, chapter number 30, verse number 2. And the pastime of prachetas is going on. The prachetas, who are very exalted devotees of the Lord, who have attended yesterday's Bhagavatam class. Is everybody attended it? No one? Prabhu has to the Geston's Bhagavatam class? Sure. 9 Geston next. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
You have done. Okay. So we are discussing at this moment about the great exalted devotees of Lord, Prachetas. Prachetas are the children. They are the 10 boys, the 10 devotees who are the children of Prachin Barhi or Prachin Barhisat. They are the descendants of coming from the Manu, further down the line. And we see in chapter number 4, canto number 4, we also see about how the great sage Narada Muni is explaining to Prachin Barhi about what is the essence of human life. So Prachin Barhi is a king, he's a Kshatriya, and his sons, his children are also Kshatriyas. And his duty is that to prepare his children for the next level of high quality progeny. Progeny, we understand? The next generation, the high quality next generation, where the high character human being can come up. And for that you need the tapasya. Today in this modern world, might be many people are thinking that it is just a mechanical activity of having children. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is of Deutsch. Kannst du mal ein bisschen auf, can you give of English this chapter, canto number 4? Okay, English. Sorry, I thought that it is in English. Okay, so canto 4. So, yeah. Thank you. Okay, vielen Dank. Wir haben schon, Mataji. So, yeah. So, it's about that this is Krishna. Ja, das ist nur die erste Teil von Canto 4. Die zweite Teil, wo wir haben die Capitals 30. Das brauchen wir. Ja.
Probably, do you have a mobile?
Yeah, I have. Yes.
Database?
Okay, sure, yes. Hare Krishna.
It's right there.
Okay. Oh, very good. Hare Krishna. Sorry. Yes, I should have looked at. So, yeah, good. So, so we were discussing about that. We were discussing about that what is that quality of the next level of progeny we can have, and that actually practically decides that what kind of world as a servant of the Supreme Lord we want to have. What kind of world? When in this material world, when we come here, we have all known that it is a kind of a jail, prison. And you can survive in a prison in the right way by having the right attitude, by following the instructions of the Lord. So that is the motivation behind this particular pastime of prachetas and their level of bhakti and surrendering they performed to please the Lord. So now we will go ahead and read the verse number 2 of chapter number 30. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, canto number 4, chapter number 30, verse number 2. So I read the verse, you can also read it and repeat it after it. Kim barhaspatya paratravatha Kim barhaspatya paratravatha Kaivalyanatha priya parshva vartinaha Kaivalyanatha priya parshva vartinaha Asadya devam girisham yadrachaya Devam girisham yadrachaya Prapuhu param nunam atha prachetasaha Prapu So Kim what Barhaspatya, O disciple of Brahaspati, Iha, here, Paratra, in different planets, Va, or Atha, as such, Kaivalya, Natha, to the bestower of liberation, Priya, dear, Parshva Vartinaha, being associated with, Asadya, after meeting, Devam, the great demigod, Girisham, the lord of the Kailash hill, Yadrichya, by providence, Prapuhu, achieved, Param, the supreme, Nunam, certainly, Atha, therefore, Pracheta Saha, the sons of Bharishat. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. My dear Brahaspatya, what did the sons of King Bharishat, known as the Prachetas, obtain after meeting Lord Shiva, who is very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the bestower of liberation? Certainly they were transferred to the spiritual world, but apart from that, what did they obtain within this material world, either in this life or in other lives? Purport. All types of material happiness are obtained in this life or in the next life, on this planet or on another. The living entity wanders within this material universe in so many species of life and so many planetary systems. The distress and happiness obtained during the span of life are called Iha, and the distress and happiness obtained in the next life are called Paratra. Actually, Lord Mahadev, Shiva, is one of the greatest demigods within this material world. Generally, his blessings bestowed on ordinary people mean material happiness. The predominating deity of this material world, Durga, is under the control of Lord Mahadev, Girisha. Under the control of Lord Mahadev, Girisha. Thus, Lord Mahadev can offer anyone any kind of material happiness. Generally, people prefer to become devotees of Lord Girisha to obtain material happiness. But the Prachetas met Lord Mahadev by providential arrangement. Lord Mahadev instructed them to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he personally offered a prayer. As stated in the previous verse, Rudra Gitena, simply by chanting the prayers offered by Lord Shiva to Vishnu, the Prachetas were transferred to the spiritual world. Sometimes devotees desire to enjoy material happiness also. Therefore, by the arrangement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the devotee is given a chance to enjoy the material world before his final entrance into the spiritual world. Sometimes a devotee is transferred to the heavenly planet, to Janaloka, Maharaloka, Tapoloka, Siddhaloka, and so on. However, a pure devotee never aspires for any kind of material happiness. The pure devotee is consequently transferred directly to Vaikuntha Loka. This is described here as the Param. In this verse, Vidura asks Maitreya, the disciple of Brahaspati, about the different achievements of the Prachetas. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarupescha Kripa Sindhu Videoscha Patiram Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. जय हो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So I read the verse again. Kim Bharspatya Paratravatha Kaivalyanatha Priya Parshvavartinaha Asadya Devam Girisham Yadrachaya Prapu Param Nunam Atha Prachetasaha. So as Srila Prabhupada gives the translation, my dear Brahaspatya, what did the sons of King Parishad, known as the Prachetas, obtain after meeting Lord Shiva, who is very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the bestower of liberation? Certainly they were transferred to the spiritual world, but apart from that, what did they obtain within the material world, either in this life or in other lives? So here the conversation is going on between Vidur Maharaj and Maitreya Rishi, right? As it is explained here, my dear Brahaspatya, like we say, Kaunteya, the son of Kunti. Brahaspatya, the son of Brahaspati, is Maitri Muni. So this conversation is going on between Vidur Maharaj and Maitri Muni. And we know that's another topic though, that Rishi Maitri was living for a very, very long time, and he has got the instructions from the Lord. And that is what the interaction in the beginning, when Vidur Maharaj met actually Uddhav. Uddhav is a very dear friend of Lord Krishna. So when he met him, Uddhav instructed him that you go please. Uddhav instructed Vidur that please go and learn from Maitri Rishi, the great sage Maitri. Because Uddhav got the instruction from Lord Shri Krishna once he concluded his pastimes, the Supreme Lord. He was supposed to go to the Badrinath Kshetra in the north, near Haridwar, like on the north of Haridwar, if you know about it. So he was instructed by Lord Krishna to go there and go through the austerities and realization of the supreme absolute truth. And in that way, you will achieve me. This is how Krishna explained to Uddhav. So on the way to going to the Badrinath, he met Vidur Maharaj. And Vidur got this instruction from Uddhav to go further to meet Maitri Muni, and then he will be getting further enlightened. So as Maitri Muni is explaining to Vidur about the different pastimes of the devotees of the Lord, this is story of Prachetas also come. So these Prachetas are the very exalted son, as we already discussed, of Prachin Barhi. And they were told by their father to go ahead for doing these austerities and then get ready for getting into the Grahastha life. So perform these austerities and then get into the Grahastha life. So here Vidur Maharaj very clearly how to say, that he is very optimistic when he is telling to Maitri Muni that Lord Shiva has given them the way to achieve the supreme absolute truth. So Lord Shiva has given the Prachetas the Rudra Gitena. The Rudra Geet is the prayers of Lord Shiva to Lord Vishnu. And this has been given to the Prachetas. And they followed the instruction of Lord Shiva, as there is like very sincerely their spiritual master. They have followed the instruction of Lord Shiva and they have attained the perfection. As we will see in the subsequent, in the upcoming verses, that by just singing continuously for 10,000 years the Rudra Geet, by praying to the Supreme Lord Shiva Vishnu in the mode of method, what Lord Shiva explained to the Prachetas. In the few verses we will see, I think in the verse number 5, 6 or 7, around that, we will see that Lord Vishnu appeared before them, before Prachetas, to give them the darshan. So this is the power when we follow the instruction of the Supreme, when we follow the instruction of Supreme Lord through our spiritual master. And Lord Shiva is acting as a spiritual master here, basically, who's very, so as Vidur Maharaj says that Lord Shiva is very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why he is very dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu. Among the Vaishnavas, he is the best Vaishnava, Lord Shiva. He is practically the controller of the whole material world. But this controlling authority has been given to Lord Shiva by Krishna, by Lord Vishnu. Yes, by him it is given. So Vidur Maharaj says that by the blessings and the methodology what Lord Shiva taught to the Prachetas, by chanting the Rudra Gita, by chanting the Rudra Gita, these Prachetas got purified. And that's why they were transferred to the spiritual world. So he is very much sure, Vidur Maharaj is sure, that they will certainly be transferred to the spiritual world. But apart from that, what did they obtain within this material world? Either in this life or in the other lives. So here, Srila Prabhupada explains further in the purport that there can be sometimes some devotees have the desire that even it is sure that when you got this divine darshan of Lord Vishnu, you are sure to go back to Godhead. It is just a matter of time. What is your choice? That do you want to go at that moment, or you will go eventually in one life? We see from the pastime of Dhruv Maharaj also, because he started worshipping Lord Vishnu with the desire of having the lot of wealth, becoming more powerful than even Lord Brahma. This was the motivation how Dhruv Maharaj started doing the austerity, doing the tapasya to please Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. So even he got the darshan of Lord Vishnu, he got what he actually started with. So we have to be very careful. Sometimes we all have, because as Lord has explained that in Bhagavad Gita, that 4 types of people do come to worship Lord Shri Krishna. Those who are distressed, those who are inquisitive, those who want to know about the absolute truth. And what was the 4th one? Those who are distressed, those who are inquisitive, those who want to know about the absolute truth, and those who have desire for the wealth. Desire of the wealth, desire of the material benefits. So, the Supreme Lord who has created the spiritual world, material planets and all, can He not give the material benefits? Of course He can give. But such material benefits are even worth taking when the Paras money is there, when the Supreme Lord is there before us. Is that worth of taking any material benefits? So, as a devotees, we all have to always meditate upon it, that of course when we are living a material life, we need some support system to survive here. But all those support systems are anyway given to the devotees of the Lord. But more importantly, our aim, our focus should be that how we can please the Supreme Lord and His devotees, and then at the end of the life go back to Godhead. So, so here Vidur Maharaj is discussing with Maitreya Muni about this wonderful tapasya and the outcome of that tapasya of the Prachetas. Here it is written in the purport that Lord Shiva, who is the controller of this material world, Devi Mata Durga, who is predominantly the presiding deity, who is the controller of this material world, is being assigned this responsibility by Lord Krishna. And she actually reports, or she is surrendered to Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva is the husband of Mata Durga. And that's why in many of the scriptures, sometimes people who do not know the complete context of the spiritual world and the material planets and the material planets, they think that even in the different scriptures like Shiv Mahapurana, Lord Shiva is being given the level of the supreme authority. And indeed, he is the supreme authority. He is the supreme Vaishnava. But that scope of that authority is limited to the material world. But when I say the scope of that authority, Yes, he is the supreme power of this material world. But that's it. But Krishna is the supreme authority of everything. So it is important to understand that Lord Shiva can give whatever we want to have it in the material world. And that's why all the material desirers, all the people who desire for the material benefits and material accomplishments, they think that it's easy to get it from Lord Shiva, and it is true also, because he is very very genuine caretaker of the living entities, and he has a lot of compassion for all the living entities. So that's why Lord Shiva provides whatever anybody who approaches him with whatever the material desires. And he's so much compassionate that even the demons go very easily to him and get whatever they want. But what is important when we understand, even from the chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita, and chapter 7 also, that all these demigods are working under the supervision of Lord Shri Krishna. They can give only because Lord Krishna has empowered them to give something. That's why they can give you something. But they do not know your future, in the sense that whatever they give, the boons, the benefits they give, the demigods, they do not know what would be the reaction of these benefits to the living entities. Lord Krishna, who knows the past and the future of that living entity, and who is the best friend and the caring father of all the living entities, he doesn't give so easily, because he understands what is useful for that living entity, what is not useful for that living entity. And because he is the Supreme Father, he is more interested in reclaiming his own souls, because we are the part and parcels of the Lord. He can give whatever we want, palaces. Krishna can give anything, actually, because he is the supreme proprietor. He can give, but sometimes he doesn't give, because whatever he would give may not be very good for our spiritual life. He knows better. That like children always ask to the parents, that whatever I want some toy which may not be very good for my health or something, which would not be good for my consciousness, some kind of toy, I don't know, some kind of toy. And then it's a responsibility of the parent that they don't give such thing which can be disturbing the consciousness or activity or behavior of their child. And that's how the Supreme Lord takes care of his souls, of his children, in the best way. But whenever Lord Shiva is considered as the spiritual master, as a medium to go back and to re-establish our relationship with Lord Shri Krishna, that is the best way we can worship and serve Lord Shiva. He is most happiest personality when we reciprocate with Lord Shiva to accomplish Lord Krishna. And he can give that, because as we know, we have 4 sampradayas. This one is Rudra Sampradaya. And here, when Lord Shiva has given the Rudra Geet, the Rudra prayers to Prachetas, they perform those austerities by chanting the Rudra Geet, and they attain the perfection. So, some takeaways what we can see from here as of now, that from the purport, the distress and happiness obtained during the span of life are called iha, on this span of life. And the distress and happiness obtained in the next life are called paratra. So, while this journey of repeated births and deaths, we continuously encounter with distress and happiness in different lifetimes. And by the mercy of the Lord, we can come out of it. Jai Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki Jai Gaur Nitai ki Jai. So, as we have seen that that even Prahlad Maharaj, when he took the darshan, when he got the darshan of Narsingadev Bhagwan, that was the moment of a complete surrender. He should have go back to Godhead immediately. Why not? But there are situations where the living entity has a desire, has some activities to perform. Prahlad Maharaj has no practically any material desires. But such personality was so compassionate that he asked Lord Narasimhadev that I don't want liberation until you liberate everybody from in this universe. That is the highest level of compassion. And that's what, even coming from the demonic family and his all people or all his subjects, Praja, were the demons. So Prahlad Maharaj was immediately the next person to be enthroned because his father is being annihilated by Lord Narasimhadev. But he was, even in that situation, he was not thinking about himself. That, oh, finally, after so much of pain, after so much of lamentation, or Prahlad Maharaj was not lamenting, but the lamentation which was created in the whole surroundings by Hiranyakashipu, the distress in the whole society of demon, that was so much created. And after so many attempts to kill Prahlad Maharaj, when he saw Narsingadev Bhagwan, he was not at all thinking of himself that, oh, now I am practically getting relieved. Thanks Lord, I want to go away from this place immediately. At this moment he is focusfully thinking that how I can help my family people, my other people who are left in my family, my whole planet of demonic planets, how I can help them. And that's why he asked for the liberation of the whole universe. And now the question is that if Prahlad Maharaj has already asked of liberation of everyone in that universe, then why are we still here? Because Prahlad Maharaj has asked for liberation, and Narsingadev Bhagwan has given that boon to Prahlad Maharaj. Yes, you all will be liberated. And Prahlad, the child who comes like the child like you who comes in any family, all the 21 generations will be taken care by me, will get liberated. So he has given so strong conviction to the devotee like Prahlad Maharaj, and that's why Prahlad Maharaj is a very important personality in Srimad Bhagavatam. We should every day, every moment, we should be inspired from him. So now question, that why are we still here when Prahlad Maharaj has asked for liberation of everyone? Any guesses? Okay. So, because there are several Brahmandas, there's so many universes in the whole system which is created in the whole material world itself. There are so many Brahmandas, universes. We are in just one of them. And Chatushmukhi Brahma with the four faces, with the four mouths, he is the proprietor of this universe. But there are so many universes coming out from the body of Garbhodakshaya Lord Vishnu. From the Karnodakshaya Lord Vishnu, Mahavishnu. Yeah, So, from Lord Karnodakshaya Shri Vishnu, several universes got created, come from him. And then in each universe, there is Lord Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And then each universe, once there is Lord Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Lord Sankarshan expands, and in every particle of that universe is Lord Shirodakshaya Vishnu. Anyway, this is more technical, but we will stay to the part of our pastime of Prachetas. So, what we were saying, that even Prahlad Maharaj, who was such an exalted devotee, could have got away from this material world immediately. But by the wish of the Lord, he performed the last rites of his father Hiranyakashipu with all the honor. And on the request of Prahlad Maharaj, Lord Nrsimhadev has immediately forgiven from all the mistakes, all the sins what Hiranyakashipu performed. Immediately he got free from all those sins. And in this way, Prahlad Maharaj continued to rule the world. And then his son Virochan came, and then after that Bali Maharaj came. So he not only performed his duties, but he has given the next generation of the progeny of the great devotees, which is upcoming after Prahlad Maharaj. Of course, there were conflict between demigods, devatas, and Bali Maharaj, the demons. But ultimately, that seed of bhakti from Prahlad Maharaj was carried forward through the further generation in his succession of Prahlad Maharaj. And with the same motivation, these Prachetas, after getting the darshan of Lord Shri Vishnu, they have asked actually that what we need more, my dear Lord, after getting your darshan. It will come in the next verses, it will come. That what we need more after we have got your darshan, we are just don't want to stay. Why you want to send us back to this material duties and all? But the devotees, who are pure devotees, and who are not even willing for the liberation, who are just willing to please the Supreme Lord, they just perform the duty as a service to the Lord. So Prachetas, as they were being requested by their father Prachin Barhi to go ahead further into the Grihastha life after attaining the perfection of these austerities, they didn't only attain the perfection, they attained the absolute perfection by the mercy of their spiritual master Lord Shiva. So all these demigods, the lessons also we can take it from there, that all these demigods can practically are the representative of the Supreme Lord. And if we take their assistance, not utilize them, but take their assistance to reach to the Lord, to learn from them, to pray them in the mode of bhakti to the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. In that mode, if we pray to them, that please my dear Lord Shiva, help me to understand the real essence of bhakti. Help me to do those actions only in my life which pleases my spiritual master and Lord Jagannath. If that is our prayers with any of the demigods, they will certainly help us to reach to the Supreme Lord, to make our life, or to make our material life also free from obstacles. And of course, when we call it free from obstacles, doesn't mean that in the devotee's life the obstacles doesn't come. But these obstacles are the servant of Lord Shri Krishna. My Guru Maharaj was explaining just in the Kartik Yatra. My worshipable Guru Maharaj said very, very clearly that these obstacles actually increase our love towards Krishna. Because if there are no obstacles, so they are serving, these obstacles are the servants of Lord Krishna. They increase our love. Because more the obstacles are there, our sincerity increases. But we should never be worried about it, because Lord will not give us something which we cannot handle. He will only give us those obstacles which we can handle. And if we are thinking that, oh, it's too much, I can't handle anymore, just trust that Lord has a lot of expectation from you, and He will give you the energy to overcome that. If we have that faith in the Lord Nrsimhadev, Vigna Vinashak Lord Nrsimhadev, He will help us to come out of those obstacles. Why the Lord has taken so many forms? Because from every direction He wants to protect us. He wants to give the Ananda within us. He wants to give the protection outside and within. He wants to help us by giving so many examples in Srimad Bhagavatam, so that we can meditate on these examples. I think practically, Prabhus and Matajis, with all integrity and honesty, I can say that I have not seen any problem in my life which has not been discussed in these two books of Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And of course, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita also, which explains the deeper understanding of the Lord. But all the material problems are being already discussed millions or thousands of years ago, and even the millions of years ago. So, taking the shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam is the best benediction of in our material life. That Bhagavatam will not only help us in our material hankerings or challenges as a grahastha, as a brahmachari, or in whatever the ashram we are living. It is not only taking care of our material challenges, how to overcome them, but also to further develop our love for Krishna. So, that's why on this particular day of Purnima of Magh month, let's focus on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, on His lotus feet, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani, that as the days are passing, we are coming to the end of February month, and also this is the Purnima today, that how we can grow together in our spiritual life and tailor our material duties, whatever we are doing, in such a way that they also become spiritual. For the devotees, nothing is material. When we say material, because we sometimes get into that level of consciousness. But ultimately, if we are determined through the providence and through the empowerment of the Shastras, if we are determined that whatever we are doing is for Krishna, whatever we are accomplishing in our so-called grahastha life is to serve Krishna. We have family, children, it's for Krishna. We have to help them also to grow in Krishna consciousness, because they are also the children of Krishna. Let's take this last example of this, that in a tree there are some branches which are very far away from the main tree trunk, and there are some branches which are near the trunk. But all those branches are helping the tree to nourish. They are providing the nourishment. So whether anybody who's very near to the Lord, living every day in the temple, somebody, because of some reason, because of some duties, he's away, but he's continuously meditating on the Supreme Lord. He is hankering that, my dear Lord, how I can be more near to you? How can I be continuously contemplating and thinking about your devotees, about your pastimes? And how I can earn for you, my dear Lord. So though I'm a far branch, I'm away from you, but my all motivation is only you. So as a very far away branch, I am still nourishing, or I am still serving and watering the roots and serving the main tree. In that way, even I will remain green, the far away branch will remain green, and whole tree will be happy. I hope this makes sense, more or less. Okay. So with this, we conclude here from the pastimes of the Prachetas that they will attain the spiritual world, as Vidur Maharaj is telling, and by the mercy of Lord Shiva, they have performed those austerities, and they will get the benefit in this lifetime, and in the after completing this lifetime, they will go back to Godhead, into the spiritual world. Thank you so much for your kind attention. And Prabhu, how much time do we have? Or we are
usually we go till 8:30.
8:30.
So we're a little over time, but I would like to ask one question.
Yes, Prabhu.
Because you mentioned that we are not liberated because Prahlad, there's so many universes. So basically what I understood was, if Prahlad would be praying in this universe, we will all be liberated.
Yes.
And I just want to know if there's any reference for that quote, for that statement.
There is reference, I will check and will let you know.
Please, yeah.
Yes.
Because I never heard that.
Yes, I have.
According to my understanding, Prahlad he's in this universe.
Yes, I have also heard in a lecture this
From
that I have to little bit think about it. I hear a lot of lectures from the Maharaj, from different Swamis and Guru Maharaj. So I will focus on that, but I will provide you the reference in whichever in Bhagavatam or in whichever the other Shastra it is there. I will provide you the reference.
So you are saying Prahlad is not in this universe?
In that moment when he was praying to the Lord Narasimhadev, at that time he was not in this universe. So we are having, because from our Bhagavatam, it is coming from the different universes, the stories, the pastimes. As we say in the Chakshusha Manavantar. So Lord Varahadev has actually appeared in Chakshusha Manavantar. It's different Manavantars and different universes also.
But there is a difference between Manvantars and different universes.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying, that in different Manavantars as well as in different universes, the Lord has been performing his pastimes. So, from my understanding, what I have heard from the other devotees and the senior devotees, this was that Prahlad Maharaj is asked for the liberation of each living entity in that place, and Lord has provided that benediction to that. So as we see that there are millions of the universes are there. So about that reference I will check, Prabhu, and will let you know about it. Yeah. So.
Well, I'm not so happy because I never heard that Prahlad is not in. It has not happened in this universe. I can try to find reference also.
Okay.
I would just like to be.
So
because it's not clear, we don't have a reference. When we say it in Bhagavatam, it should be substantiated. So maybe for the time being we can say we don't know. Otherwise, if you say according to my understanding, but maybe it's not correct understanding, maybe Prahlad Maharaj was in this universe and he prayed in this universe, so then it would not be a correct statement.
I said according to my understanding of that particular verse.
Which verse?
Which I have heard from some senior devotee. I will get back because whenever we read the Bhagavatam, we read the verse and the purport. I didn't mean that it is my personal opinion about it. According to my understanding, what I heard from a senior devotee, this is the truth that Prahlad Maharaj has asked for this benediction.
Not in this universe, outside.
No, yeah, outside this universe. This is really what I have understood, what the personality has said.
Yeah, but we don't know which personality.
I will
and
tell
you know, another thing is
yes.
Prahlad, if you go to India,
Yes.
there is places where Prahlad, he was personally present in this universe.
Yes. Yes.
So it's a contradiction. How can Prahlad be worshipped in places where he was personally present if he was not in this universe?
Yes. So in this, even Ahobilam in India, it is there, that place. There were the demonic planets and there were the human being planets and there were the Swarga planets. These were all there. When Prahlad Maharaj is asking for benediction, is he focusing in his discussion with the Lord Sri Nrsimhadev? He is focusing those planets which are coming into that universe, which are belonging to his family, the demonic planets. Because he said that I want every living entity to be liberated, my dear Lord. And this is happening in Satyuga, in a very, I'm not sure, it is not in this Manavanta for sure. Prahlad Maharaj was not in this Manavanta. This is our Vaishwat Manavanta. So when Prahlad Maharaj is asking for this benediction to the Lord, he is focusing on mainly all those living entities in that particular universe. And here what we see that in this our Ahobilam we have in the South India, there we have the temples of Lord Nrsimhadev, which means practically that the pastime have been performed. And many times these pastimes have been performed. Lord Nrsimhadev was not only like, even in Varahadev, we have a Rakt Varahadev in the red form, and we have a Shwet Varahadev in the white form. Same way, Lord Nrsimhadev has appeared many times. Now, Prabhu, my question, do you know which form, which time when Lord Nrsimhadev have performed? Because there are different, Manavantas, different kalpas, Lord Nrsimhadev has been appearing. It is very possible that here what we see in India, that is the another kalpa. I am not sure about it, but that is another time frame. And when Prahlad Maharaj, because this pastimes, of Prahlad Maharaj and Lord Nrsimhadev has appeared many times. Even this Ramayana has appeared many times.
Well,
yes.
Maybe to make another point in this discussion, we know that one pure devotee prayed like this in this universe 500 years ago. No, in Mahaprabhu's Leela,
yes.
There was Vasudev Datta.
Yes, Vasudev.
So he prayed.
Yes.
So you see, my point is that you made the statement that because he didn't pray in this universe, that's why we are not liberated. But we have an example of a pure devotee who prayed in this universe 500 years ago, and we are not liberated. So the conclusion, I'm not sure about the conclusion, if you can say so, because then that would not be applicable in this case either. With Vasudev Datta, he's a pure devotee. He had prayed that liberate all. You see, it's just a statement, and
correct.
I want to point it out.
Yes.
How can we take this as the absolute statement that that's the reason why we are not liberated?
Yeah. did Vasudeva Datta has asked immediately liberated? I don't think so. He asked that.
But did Prahlad Maharaj say?
No, Prahlad Maharaj said yes, that not immediately, but he said that all these people should be liberated.
Yeah, but also not immediately.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes,
So maybe
I
that-
completely right.
That could
Completely
be
with
another,
you.
you know, it's many different.
Yes.
That's why I was asking for a reference. for
Yes.
this, because it's a very weighty statement to
Yeah.
say that because he didn't pray in this universe, we are not liberated. But there's many factors, like you just said, that what does it actually mean, the prayer he's asking for? When you say immediately liberated, no, there's many.
Yes, 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 you are right, Prabhu, very right. There are many perspectives to look at it, and this is really not coming from my personal mind, because this I have heard from the real channel of our ISKCON, where the senior devotees have explained about this.
You know, the problem is in ISKCON, there is also statements which are not Shastric. We have to understand that.
Yes.
Because if every word of a devotee who is initiated is Shastric, then everybody is a pure devotee. But sometimes we say things maybe which are not so substantiated. I mean, that's a fact.
Yes.
I just ask because I never heard and I find it very intriguing, but I would like to have a reference from Shastra.
Sure. Sure.
Not only a devotee you said, but from Shastra. Then it will be authoritative.
Yeah. I mean,
and until then, I would feel more comfortable to say I heard it somewhere, but I don't know the thing, and actually I cannot absolutely say that it's true. Maybe
yes.
it's not true.
So I admit this thing, Prabhu, that I have heard it from there, and to substantiate it, even it will be a learning for me that from where exactly, which Purana or which Shastra in our Vedic scriptures this has been substantiated, it would be a learning for me. But as of now, I let's rest this understanding that that we have learned so many things during our journey in the spiritual life, and we may not be knowing everything. So might be what I have not heard so far, or what I have not learned from the scriptures, the each and every nitty-gritties, I have still to learn. And for all of us as well, that we need to still find out very many facets and many understandings from the different Shastras and Puranas. But yes, as you are very right, that to grow our understanding and to develop our faith with consciousness, it is important that we really not only just be satisfied with the somebody's. It's a great comment in the way that somebody is telling that okay, there is a logic that why Prahlad Maharaj has asked for this and he has been given this, but it has to be substantiated so that we really develop the concrete understanding, because to my understanding these pastimes have been appearing so many times. So in what reference this has been told to me in the lecture was another reference, maybe the pastime which performed in the South Indian Ahobilam was in a different time frame, and where the Prahlad Maharaj has asked for this benediction was in a different time frame. But as you said, I will find out the reference and will provide, not only you, all of you, but how I will provide all of you. I don't have but I will provide you, you can tell me.
Yeah, it's just my point.
And please forgive me if I am...
The statement that was made was, at least as I understood, that because he didn't pray in this universe, that's why we are not liberated. And I just want to bring it up because it's a clear statement. At the other hand, what's the reference? And there is, like we in the discussion, we could see there's so many factors to this particular statement and how it should or could manifest. That's why I pointed it out, because it can create something in our mind if we hear a statement like this, which is quite absolute.
Yes. Yes. I'm
That
grateful.
I could think now that because he didn't pray in this universe, that's why we are not liberated. Otherwise we would be liberated if he prayed in this universe.
You are right. I'm very grateful for your comments, Prabhu. I will try to find out the
I
reference.
can provide and forward to the other devotees.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's a genuine botheration which you have, and it is my duty to find out. And please forgive me if I have, how to say, caused any confusion in the mind. Look, I have so many things about from the point of Ramayana, from the different scriptures, until unless I have read it and I have also heard it from the bona fide Swamis and spiritual masters. Like the way you are saying, Prabhu, when somebody have told me that Mother Sita was telling to Lakshmana, is it okay? We are just 1 minute. 1
minute.
1 minute, yes. That when Mother Sita is telling, when Lord Ram went to capture or kill that deer, Mother Sita is telling that Lakshman, you go and help Lord Ram. Because Marichi was calling the name of Sita, so that he was the illusion, the deer illusion. And Mother Sita was telling to Lakshman, please go, Ram need help. And Lakshman is saying, he is a Lord. Again, confusion. Lakshman is saying, he is a Lord. He doesn't need any help. You don't know. I know my brother. He's Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nobody can. But Mother Sita is a little bit angry on Lakshman. And she's saying that you are not going because you have not a good eye, or you have not a good feeling about me. You are thinking that Ram will not come. But it was a very heavy, benevolent thing on Lakshman, that how my sister-in-law, my bhabi, she's the mother, how can she even think like this? It was a very painful thing. Even when I heard first time, it was a very painful thing. But eventually when I understood that the context was there, this was the Leela was happening at that moment, that Mother Sita wanted, because all this Mother Kaikeyi, Mother Sita and all these were playing the role to serve Lord Ramachandra. And that's what, so even, Prabhu, I'm completely agree and, understand the botheration, because it was bothering me, that how Mother Sita can say like this. But all this was a part of Leela, that she wanted to throw Lakshman, to just say to Lakshman, go away from here. Because that pastime of Lord Ramachandra to come in this world and annihilate Ravana was supposed to be proven, was supposed to be happened. And all were playing the role. And with that context, when we understand it, and I have heard from acharyas as well as senior devotees, but at that moment it was not very acceptable to me. But this is even written in there is a scriptural evidence for that how Mother Sita reacted at that moment, which was very unexpected. So the same way, I will try to find out this reference and yeah, hopefully.
You also mentioned, when I asked about Vasudeva Datta, you yourself asked, but what did he say when he gets liberated? So you revealed that there is more nuances to that.
Yes.
Because the point is, when a pure devotee, it's a very nice question, when a pure devotee has such a prayer,
yes,
will the Lord fulfill? But then how it will be fulfilled? So that's why I pointed it out.
Yes.
Because from that Vasudeva Datta,
yes,
if we take the statement which was mentioned in the beginning of the class, which is quite absolute,
yes,
that when a pure devotee prays, and then it's in this universe, then it will happen.
yes, will happen.
And immediately, and then everybody is liberated. at least that's how I interpreted the statement.
Yes.
But it's so, from Vasudev Datta's example, which we cannot argue, it happened here in this universe, it happened 500 years ago, and we are not liberated. There is more detail to that.
Yes.
That, okay, the Lord will fulfill the pure, but how? And
How
that
long,
is
yes.
probably very complex, and we cannot comprehend.
Yes.
And it's probably not reducible to one simple statement that
From
that
one
happens here.
planet or one,
Yeah. That was my point.
Maybe you are right, Prabhuji. I humbly apologize if I have given any wrong impression, but what I have heard.
Otherwise, we need another statement from Shastra to say that Mahaprabhu Lila and Vasudev Datta didn't happen in this universe. Then we can take the same logic, right?
Yeah.
But this we cannot, because we know it happened here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was my request.
You're perfectly fine. Your request is accepted. Your request is accepted. It's very genuine. I mean, you don't have to clarify it, Prabhu. I completely agree with you. It's a rise. And that was the beauty of Bhagavatam. No, it should not reduce that, okay, one is speaking, one is listening. That is, of course, the importance, that Kirtanam and Shravanam. But when we discuss it, we learn from each other, we grow together. That is the idea of Bhagavatam, that we are, whenever we sit to speak upon it, if we think that once I will become perfect in the Shastras, then I will speak upon it, then what is the seva there? We learn from each other, we work upon it, we build up our understanding, we clarify our fine nuances, as you are saying, Prabhu, that very fine nuances, how the things are happening, and in which Manvantara, in which planetary system, in which sphere it was happening. So all these things helps us to grow. So it's perfectly fine. The request, the doubt, your concern is very genuine, and I will try my best to rectify it. And if I find my understanding to be uplifted, or my knowledge to be uplifted, or clarification I need to have it, I will be also get it. And if I need to pass it on to all of you, that will also be there. Ultimately, the nectar of all this will be, all this discussion would be, that we all become more enlightened. Whether Prahlad Maharaj has said in which context, in which time, place, circumstances, all this thing will help us to understand the Leelas of the Supreme Lord much better. So there is nothing as such like, this transcendental, how to say, that conflict, transcendental conflict, like, not it's in a material conflict, it's not a material conflict, it's a transcendental conflict, that we try to, in the divine nature of the Lord, we try to, in a very constructive way, we try to argue out, to really build each other. We are not absolute, neither our knowledge is absolute, but we are helping each other to understand the Lord better. So that's what we should take it from here, and then let's try our best, and that's how we should go ahead. So today is a wonderful day, also of Narottam Das Thakur Appearance Day. Shri Narottam Das Thakur ki Jai. So wonderful song, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo Mohe. It's a wonderful song, I mean, written by Narottam Das Thakur. And we should always be thankful to Shri Narottam Das Thakur that today we are able to celebrate Gaur Purnima because of his mercy. Because he has first organized it in Khetri Dham, and that's why we should remember and...
I think we should feel.
Yes. So be thankful to the Narottam Das Thakur. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
You take a shot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
No, not apologies. It's okay. I mean, forgive me for going into that discussion.
This was wonderful. It
I
was
just wanted this conclusion that simply that the pure devotee prays this prayer in the universe doesn't mean that everybody is immediately liberated. That logic we cannot see.
Yeah.
Because even if we read Bhagavatam, we just finished the chapter, it says if you read this, then this and this will happen. But when and how it will happen, this is very complex.
Yes. Yes. No, true.
And that
Very
statement
logical.
was very kind of absolute. You know, you ask why we are not liberated because he didn't pray in this universe. That if you turn it around, it would mean that if you prayed in this universe, we would be liberated. But that's true. Not immediately. Maybe we are liberated. Actually, all the living entities are liberated by also the Tata. But the question is how and when it will happen.
Yes, yes. There's no truth.
Because
it's very logical.
Yeah. That was mine.
Yes, yes. I will check. Looks like I'm not a good speaker.
Well, that you said.
Yes, I'm indeed a very not a good speaker, but by the mercy of the Lord, I try my best to present something. We are not. I mean, not. At least I can say about myself that whatever the knowledge, understanding, wisdom, anything comes, it's only by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and the Shastras and the Acharyas.
Right, that's
So nothing is goodness or badness within me as such. It is about that we are here to please the Srila Prabhupada. And that's why our knowledge and should grow in the area of nourishing each other. Yeah, yes, sadhakas.
And sometimes statements come, maybe they're misunderstood or misconstructed.
Could be possible.
And that's why in the devotion community, these three Sadhu Shastra always to confirm.
Yes. Sadhu is helping me to discuss this.
I was honest, I never heard that statement, I didn't know.
So by the way, you know this thing last time, around 10 months ago, we discussed one point, that the 4 places were given by Parikshit Maharaj to Kalyuga. And 5th place...
I don't remember that we discussed, but I remember.
Okay, but 5th place is also given by Parikshit Maharaj to the Kalyuga. To sit, to remain in the gold. You know about this?
Yeah.
You know about this? Yes. So this was the 5th place given to the Kalyuga. And it is there in the Bhagavatam.
Also, we had a discussion.
Yeah, because we had a discussion.
I said it's not true.
No, but I mean at that moment maybe you were busy or something, but it's no problem. It's no problem.
Because I know I even know the purpose.
Okay. Then
He's saying that's why currency without gold standard is very dangerous. He makes the point that currency should be backed up by gold.
Okay.
In this verses.
Okay.
I don't remember the discussion.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe we discussed long back. I don't remember exactly. But I was just saying that I was not very sure about gold, but later when I read in Bhagavata, I also realized that yes, it is 4 plus 1 place.
I don't know how many, but I remember gold explicitly.
Yes.
That's very, yeah.
Okay, we'll take prasad. I also come.
Please, yeah.
Yes, thank you for it.